In this video, I'm comparing the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE 5G with the Google Pixel 6. The S21 FE comes in with a price of $700, while the Pixel 6 comes in with a price of $600. So let's see what these phones offer. Now, neither of these are available on prepaid, which is really sad. I love seeing phones on prepaid that get discounted to people, and they get to experience very, very good value. But both of these are going to be in the middle price-wise. They're not $1,000 phones, but they're not value devices either. Depends on how you look at it. But let's go ahead and see how these compare. So both of these are 5G devices. They both are relatively lightweight for the most part, but you got 6.24 ounces on the S21 FE versus the heavier 7.3 ounces on the Google Pixel 6. So the Pixel feels more substantial. Build quality, the S21 FE has a glass front, plastic back, aluminum frame, while the Pixel 6 has a glass front, glass back, aluminum frame. So the better build quality is the Pixel 6. One difference between these phones is that the Pixel 6 has an eSIM built in, which is very convenient. Both of these do offer IP68 dust and water resistance up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Now for the display, the S21 FE offers 120 Hz refresh rate, which is smoother than the 90 Hz refresh rate on the Pixel 6, but 90 Hz is still pretty good. Both come in at the same size screen at 6.4 inches. The FE has a little bit more screen to body ratio at 85% versus the 83% on the Pixel 6. Both have 1080p resolution with the exact same 411 ppi density, and both have always on display. Software, the S21 FE has Android 12 on top of Samsung One UI, while the Pixel 6 has a stock version of Android 12. One big difference on the software-wise is that the Pixel 6 will get immediate updates to the newest version of Android, while the S21 FE should pick up several years of updates, but you will get them after the Pixel gets it. For the chipset, the S21 FE has a snappy Snapdragon AAA processor, while the Pixel 6 has a really good and newer and faster Google Tensor chip. But in day-to-day tasks and activities, you won't see the difference really. They're both very, very fast. Now for internal storage and RAM, the FE has 128 gigs with 6 gigs of RAM, while the Pixel 6 also has 128 gigs of storage, but it has 8 gigs of RAM starting out. And neither of these have a micro SD card slot. So overall, the Pixel 6 wins in the RAM department. Now for the cameras, the S21 FE has 3 cameras. It has a 12 megapixel main shooter, 8 megapixel telephoto, and 12 megapixel ultra wide. Pixel 6, 50 megapixel main shooter, 12 megapixel ultra wide, so it has one less camera. And they both shoot in 4K. Both of these are going to be great camera phones, but I would pick the winner with the Pixel 6 that Google has great algorithms. Now for the selfie cameras, S21 has a 32 megapixel shooter at 4K, Google Pixel 6 8 megapixel shooter at 1080p, so the Samsung has a better selfie camera. Both of these have stereo speakers, but neither of these have headphone jacks. For Bluetooth, S21 has 5.0, which is an older version of the 5.2 Bluetooth on the Pixel 6, but they're very similar. They will both connect to your smartwatch, your wireless headphones, and your speakers. Both have NFC for payments, and they both have Type-C for charging. And they both have fingerprint readers, and they're both under the display optical readers. For battery, similar batteries on these, S21 FE has 4,500 milliamps, Pixel 6 4,600 milliamps. And they both offer fast charging, which will give you 50% charge in 30 minutes, which is nice. Both have fast wireless charging and reverse wireless charging. So on paper, both of these are very, very similar. Price-wise, though, the Pixel 6 is more bang for your buck. unless you like that Samsung UI, and it has, it just feels slick, and it has that 120 hertz refresh rate. But the Pixel 6 has an amazing camera system. It has a better build quality with that glass back, and it has several more years of clean, fast Android updates. Other than that, there's no real differences. Also, the Pixel 6 has the Google Tensor chip, which Google could do a lot of amazing things today and in the future. And it has a little bit more RAM than the FE S21. So overall, the better device and the better buy will probably be the Google Pixel 6. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.